right, so here is my success on how I was successful in Proving Grounds. I was ranked number 22 to 25 in the world, and I was using this build to use to compete in the Proving Grounds in 1v1. Now, this build is a lockdown build. It's a two-way perimeter shot creator. You have a height of 6'4" and wingspan of 6'11". Now, I love this build just because it can have an 80 drive and dunk that you can get the Devin Booker dunking package. If you have a 60 vertical with that, it's like you almost have contact dunk. So it's amazing. It's amazing. One of the best dunking packages in the game. And then I also have a mid-range of 91. And one thing I love about this build, at being at 6'4", you can be able to have a high mid.
And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. They've got Klay Thompson. Derek Lively is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's MP, and it's Exum in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He dropped 13 points and moved the ball well, feeding the hot hands. He had more than his fair share of ink on the scoreboard. I'm sure he wants to repeat that tonight too, guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Here's Henderson. The Mavs get their last shot to go. They need this. Henderson with another miss.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
Out to Thompson. Fires for 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Simons. 18 points for him. Grant, the pass to Henderson. Portland again missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Oh, nice shot by Klingon.
And as a rebounder, Klingon is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. On the wing, Thompson. Lets it fly. Another one falls for Dallas.
Dare I say, he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Now here's Simons. Over MP. And it's Simons missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Kyrie Irving has been on display for Dallas. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Look for Dallas. Exum comes in for Thompson, and MP subbed in for Dinwiddie. A big group substitution here for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for Reith. Robert Williams comes in for Walker. Kamara, he's checked in for Rupert. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Banton. And Dallas calls time here. Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Shaden Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Jeremy Grant. Then there's Walker. And it's Klingon in at the center position, locking down the middle. Simons finds Sharp. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. To snap the cold streak. Again, Simons missing. Dallas has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Exum. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Mavericks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kyrie Irving.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Williams misses.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
And that one's good. Sharp.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Here's MP. Pass to Lively. Kicks it out to MP. No good. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off.
Ready to stand apart from the competition? Today, we take a look at your shoes and how to make your own shoe in the Shoe Creator.
From the main menu, navigate to Features and open Shoe Creator, and start with selecting your brand and cut.
Let your imagination run wild from here. Dream up the perfect pattern and color combination and save your shoe.
Ready to wear your shoe in My Career? Head to the appropriate store of your brand, and you'll find your shoes under colorways when you scroll to the bottom.
Make your purchase and equip your creation for all of the environments you want to wear them.
For me, I like to design shoes that match the rec court each season. So find a look that matches your fit or style, lace them up, and go hit the courts.
That wraps up our 11th season of NBA 2K TV.
We have had so much fun with you, the community. Thanks to all of you for making this another successful 2K TV season.
Definitely, and we're already hard at work on season 12. We have so much in store for you for NBA 2K26.
I cannot wait for 2K26.
But until then, remember you can access.
Let's meet the visiting team, the Denver Nuggets. At power forward, Deron Holmes. Let's meet the starter for your Dallas Mavericks. At small forward, at 6'6", number 13, Najee Marshall.
Well, now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Holmes in at the 4 slot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Anthony Davis, MP out there with Irving. Then there's Daniel Gafford, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Now here's Murray. And the 3 off target. MP against Murray. Outside, Davis. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Even when the defense is stellar, Davis still able to score the ball. That's what makes him an elite talent. He can make hard shots look easy.
Brown, the pass to Holmes. Inside. Brown's shot is off. And so it's Irving who brings it up for Dallas. 4-point game. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Now, here's Marshall, following the miss by Jamal Murray. And Brown pulls it down. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Passes it to Porter. Pass to Brown. Hits it from 3-point range.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Now, here's MP. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Marshall with it. Porter's there. And Marshall kicks to Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Irving for three. Here's Gafford. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Second chance. Points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now, here's Jokic. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Irving with it. Outguarded by Murray. From the high post. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Kyrie going to work from the mid-range is a thing of beauty. Such a skilled offensive player.
For three, Murray. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Davis dishes to MP. Holmes against Davis. Over to the left wing. Here's Marshall. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Murray. An easy 2 points on the layup.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
On the wing, Davis. Marshall passes to MP. Marshall deciding where to go with it. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Hey, give Jokic credit. He's worked hard on his body and his defensive game.
Nuggets ball.
Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. MP is number 1.
He's just ahead of his years as far as vision and recognition on the offensive end. A talented playmaker. He is only going to get better.
Yeah, very unselfish. I mean, he has the respect of his coaches and teammates. They follow his lead, which is probably the highest compliment for any rookie.
Here's Irving following the score by Jamal Murray. It's Davis on the wing, guarded by Holmes. 2 points, that one goes.
When he's at his best, Davis is in attack mode, getting to that rim and playing with power down low.
Pass to Gafford. Outside, Porter. Wide open look here for Murray. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Dallas leading by 5. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the three, he's got all of those.
Murray, good.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Now, here's MP. Following the miss by Jamal Murray. Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 8 points.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 or 5.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. Have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
Now, here's Marshall. 9-point game his last outing, and that one drops.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now the pass to Holmes. Murray outside. Passes it to Jokic. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Dallas leading by 7. Outside Irving. Over Porter. Irving can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Underneath in the post, it'll be Porter and Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Up top, Porter. He's guarded by Williams. And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Gafford against Jokic. Gafford kicks to Williams. Over Westbrook. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his first points of the game.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Williams against Westbrook. Mavericks with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Jokic finds Westbrook. Back to Jokic. Jokic pumps it up and in.
Well, he's so crafty, a really tricky player. I mean, Jokic likes to go with the floater when the defense least expects it.
Now, here's Marshall. He's tightly guarded. Basket counts. Marshall's got 8 points. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray scanning the floor. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Outside Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Pass to Jokic. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right through contact, MP.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense. There.
The Nuggets trail by 10. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.